video shorter. For Sun, we have heart-to-heart conversation. For Moon, codependency. And for Rising, we have attraction. Now, the way these energies play out is for everybody, but I will give specific message for Sun, Moon, and Rising as well, okay? So, I'm going to get right in because there's like 2, 3 strong messages jumping out at me, and I actually laid these cards while I was uploading other videos, and I've been like dying to be able to record this. So first and foremost, the energy I see the strongest here is for those Aquariuses who have been broken up from somebody and you've really been struggling letting that relationship go or working through it. Now, how much this person you broke up with, or if they broke up with you, I'm just saying you're apart, you're broken up, so that's the basis of it. It could go either way. There's different levels of involvement you still have with this person, just depending on the Aquarius you are. But the main sense I get is, this reading is not for an Aquarius who's really playing games with anybody, okay? This is really coming, this first message is really for those who, like I said, you're broken up from somebody and you've had a hard time with it. It's like the Aquarius I'm reading for didn't want the relationship to end, or after it ended, there was a great deal of remorse on your behalf and you wanted it to come back. And I have codependency and attachment, okay? And then I also have the thinking man and the thinking woman. So this to me, when there's goodness, I don't remember, maybe like 52, 56 cards in the energy oracle deck that these come from. And so I've drawn 6 cards, but in the first row, these 2 cards came up together. So I know that this relationship, and also both being the thinking man and the thinking woman, this was a significant relationship. But what sits between the 2 of them is this hostilities, okay? So the first message is you're broken up and you've had a hard time. But for some, this person has kind of been playing games with you. It's like kind of back and forth. Well, I need some time to figure myself out. I need some time to do me, that sort of thing, okay? And they may still be depending on you for various things, but what I get for you guys is this last 2 weeks, you're going to have a conversation with this person. And you should have a conversation with this person because it's really time for this energy to end out of your life. And I say that because we have the reversed 10 of Swords and the reversed 5 of Cups. If you are still in intense grief and mourning over a relationship that ended 6 months or longer ago, this is Spirit saying it's time for that energy to flip, okay? It's time, because we have the 10 of Cups reversed as well. And then here's this Queen of Swords reversed. And since this is for Aquarius, I'm reading this as your energy. And the reason why she's upside down is because it's time to cut these ties entirely, all right? And for many of you, you have kind of given up on this new beginning or this reconciliation with this person, and this comes into play with the different varyings of involvement. Some of you, this person's just been kind of playing with your head and coming around when they need something. For others of you, this person, it's like now that you're finally in the space, because I see other romances around you, okay? Now that you are finally in this space where you are getting over it, you're finally happy again, you're moving on, here they come back saying, hey, maybe I was wrong, maybe we shouldn't have broken up or whatever. But Aquarius, if this is a relationship, like I said, that's been broken up for 6 months or longer, with these cards, no, don't go back to it, okay? Because with codependency and attachment here, it's saying that there was a lot of unbalanced, unhealthy energy in the relationship you shared with this person, even if you guys really loved each other. And I do see that in the sexual romance with the Ace and the Two of Cups, both. But I also see forgiveness, honesty is essential, and slow down. So whoever this ex is, if this is really speaking to you, it's time to let it go. And for many of you, there is another person in your life or that you're interested in, and for some of you it's more than one person that you have started to become interested in. It's like, what I get is those with this ex situation, that those of you who are like really starting to move on and let go, regardless of what your ex is doing, whether you speak to them or not, whether they're trying to come back or not, it's just like you're really done with that. Because on one hand, it's like you have some romantic interests, and then you also have, out of that, one person that you are starting to really connect to, or you see like a possibility with. So that ex needs to go for all of you, okay? With two reverse tens, especially the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Cups, that's like the end of your family tie, your relationship, the cycle of your relationship. And I love that the Five of Cups is also reversed, because it's like the energy is finally dissipating. The heaviness, the deep attachment to that individual is finally lifting off of you, and you've really given up on waiting to get back with that person, or you've really given up on that person coming back to you, offering you a new beginning. And if they tried, you're not having it anymore. It's like you are finally breaking free from this attachment, okay? For others of you, I feel that you are like equally in love with your single life as you are with the person. And I don't think you are committed to this person, like you guys aren't, in an exclusive relationship together, though you have an attachment to this person. And maybe you've kept it that way because you were dealing with letting some ex stuff go. But nonetheless, it's like for some of you, there's this equal love for your single life and then for a specific person, and you're trying to decide if you should make it solid with this person, if you can make it solid with this person. Because for some, I'm not sure that you know exactly how they feel, but with this as your sexual magic cards, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and different readers read these different ways. The actual title of this card is called Tiredness, but to me, just based on like what's depicted in this card and then on the floor there, this is like crazy hot sex that you were having that you're physically tired from because it was so amazing, okay? Because what follows it is this Ace of Chalice and then this Two of Cups. So for those Aquariuses that are equally in love with their single life, which I feel is depicted by this card, like you like that freedom, that ability to like connect and hook up with, anybody you want when you want. You do enjoy that, but then you have this connection, an emotion that you have for somebody else. And I think that these last 2 weeks of February it's time for you to really evaluate what's most important to you. Is it being single, or is it really deciding to anchor down with this one person? And this heart-to-heart conversation that's coming through really strong in the sun sign energy, that this person may actually bring it up to you, okay? And you may be defensive about it. I don't get the sense, but with your advice here being honesty is essential, I think that you need to be straight up and real with this person on how you feel about them and the, attraction and attachment you do feel for them if they bring it up to you. Now, if you are not ready to commit, you need to be honest about that too. You can say, look, I do have a lot of feelings for you, but I'm still moving through some residual energy and I'm not quite ready to be in a relationship yet. And if that means that we can't see each other, then that's what it means, because I have to be real to me and I have to be real to you because I care about you, and I would rather lose you because I can't give you the love you are asking for at this time, opposed to losing you because I pretended that I could give you something that I couldn't because I have a strong attachment to you, okay? It's really important that you are honest with yourself and with anybody you are dealing with that expresses romantic love or feelings for you, okay? Because there's this beautiful new beginning for Aquarius, and for many of you, you did not see it coming, okay? You didn't see this break in the clouds. Like, it's very unexpected, but here it is, okay? It's here. So honesty is so vital and important, not just with others, but also with yourself on how you really feel. And even if you've been hurt with this Ten of Swords and this Five of Cups being reversed, I know that emotionally your boat was very rocked by something, a relationship, a person, whatever. And but that energy, it's reversed now, and it's attached to this Ten of Cups that represents a very long-standing relationship, in my opinion, because we also have this thinking man, thinking woman. It could be another air sign that you were coupled up with, but the energy of that relationship is done. With two reverse tens, it's finished. It's time for you to really accept that, or let that sink into your intellect if you haven't accepted it, because you have other offers coming in. And with this Ace of Cups and this Two of Cups, this is to me, this is like this unexpected love, okay? This is unexpected love, regardless of your situation. So, Aquarius, like, this is available to you. And this right here, attached to this Fool, this Ace of Cups and this Two of Cups, this isn't the crap you've been through with hostilities here and codependency and attachment. This is something, a much different vibration of energy. And like I said, some of you, you might already know this person and you have this inclination of it. Even if you're not super in love with your single life, there's somebody, for many of you Aquariuses, that is a good fit for you, because she comes through as woman holding coin. She doesn't come through as woman holding heart. She comes through as woman holding coin. So to me, this energy, whether she's a man or a woman, because this is general, so she is very stable, solid, grounded, practical. She is financially stable on her own. She can take care of her own business. She doesn't try to partner with you because of what you have or what she can get out of you. She is solid and stable all on her own, okay? There's no codependency here attached with this person, because she just, she could be an earth sign, but because this is general, she is, to me, representing the energy of this potential relationship for you, whether you're a man or a woman. This is attached to this right here. And, don't let this pass you by, because you're still, attached to this old relationship that to me, there's no viability to it. It's almost like, I know many of you have moved on, but there's still something about it that holds you back. And no matter what it is, the time has come. The energy is here. The cycle has completed, and you're moving on from this energy right here, okay? It's flipping. It's changing for Aquarius. Now, let me see. Now, if you are single, and you don't have any flirts, or you're not dating anybody or talking to anybody, or you're not interested in anybody, period, what I feel from this energy is, I don't feel that you're open to a new relationship, okay, with this hostilities and this reverse Queen of Swords. For many of you, in your thoughts and in your emotions, what you really think about love and partnerships isn't really, it's not in a vibrational high place, okay? And in this situation with this card, it's like you know that you can handle your business all on your own and you don't need anybody else, and so there's this rough edge about you, and you have fear about being attached because maybe you were in a codependent situation, or maybe you encounter people who get extremely attached and codependent on you because you are so solid and grounded in where you're at. But no matter, it's like there's this rough edge around you, and you need to work on softening that up. And in your mind, especially your mind, you need to allow love in and change your beliefs and expectations about love. If you just expect to be disappointed because of all kinds of past disappointments, well, then that's what you're setting yourself up for. And I see forgiveness over here in the advice from Spirit for you guys. So maybe you need to finally forgive and forget and let go of the past so that you as well can move into this new beginning, this future that you didn't see coming, okay? If you are coupled up and none of the above applies, I'm not getting the sense that these last 2 weeks are significantly happy for you guys. For some of you, you guys, it's like you don't get along anywhere but the bedroom. And that's where this attachment and codependency come in with, attraction. And maybe this last 2 weeks, at some point, you are going to finally bring it up, or they're going to bring it up to you, that you guys don't seem to work in any other way besides the bedroom. Okay, that's, honesty is essential here. For others that are coupled up, this last 2 weeks of February appears to be very just challenging energy if you are coupled. And I don't know, you guys could very well leave your partner or have a breakup. For some, I think you may break up with your partner, or you may have broken up with your partner because you do want to be single, and in this last 2 weeks of February, you are going to hook up with somebody new, okay? And it doesn't have to be that you guys are all tied into a serious relationship like you just got out of, but with this card here, this Seven of Pentacles, this is like hot sex, but also it's emotionally fulfilling on both sides. So for those of you who, just got out of a relationship with your partner because you really just wanted to be single for whatever reason, I definitely see a really yummy hookup happening this last 2 weeks of February that is quite unexpected, okay? Quite unexpected. And with the Fool here, I do think you're gonna have more with this person, especially with attraction, but this is so new with just the Fool sitting here that it doesn't, I can't give you more advice than that, but definitely it's gonna be more than just a hookup, okay? So for the advice cards that I have for you guys, and this card right here, the forgiveness, is especially ringing true for Aquarius Sun. So it says forgiveness. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. So this is Spirit saying that it is time to, if, like I said, if you're still mourning or being bitter or hateful or angry or anything about a past relationship or relationships, this last 2 weeks of February, it's really time to shed that and let it go. With the 2 reverse 10s, I cannot reiterate that enough. And for some of you, this is the final step. It's you need to forgive. You need to forgive somebody, and you need to forgive yourself. And this does not mean that you forgive their action and say what they did was okay or anything of the sort. This is you finally no longer allowing what happened to steal your joy of now, of your future, of moving forward. Yes, it happened, but how long ago did it happen? It's time to clear your mind of it, clear your heart of it, and no longer give it any airtime within your consciousness. It's, it's unfortunate that we have to go through experiences that are very painful, but part of the, human experience involves the entire spectrum of the emotions, and that is from A to Z, good to bad. So this last 2 weeks, wherever you need to give forgiveness, Aquarius, it's time. And if somebody's trying to come to you asking for forgiveness, saying they're sorry, let them offer that to you and receive the sincerity of it. But that doesn't mean that you have to start up a friendship or another romantic partnership with them or anything. I don't get the sense if, I've already gone through it. So it's time to forgive. Okay, and then the next, which is super pertinent to Aquarius moon, and I love that we have the full moon back here. It says, honesty is essential. To be a loving person, it is important that we speak truthfully and in a loving manner. So if somebody is trying to apologize or come back to you that you don't want any more part of, even if you do have some love for them, you don't want a part of them. It's important that you're very honest about how you feel, but at the same time, don't be smug or arrogant about it, especially if they're coming to you, because this is a moment for you to clear the energy, to balance it, to have inner peace inside of you, and it comes through you being honest. And if you know somebody's not being honest with you, don't even deal with them, okay? Because with this being advice for the last 2 weeks, honesty is essential. This is your key, to freedom or to hooking up with this person or whatever. But just be very honest and kind in how you deliver that honesty, okay? And then lastly, we have slow down. When you are excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. So this here, again, is this connection where I feel some of you kind of hook up with somebody and it's like this unexpected deliciousness, and then now you're like ready to like just move forward. But Spirit says, no, just enjoy it, but don't get ahead of yourself. And with this card, the fishes, it always reminds me of Pisces. So some of you may be dealing with a Pisces. Okay, so if it is a Pisces, this is a really strong message. Don't rush it. Don't make it try to move faster than it needs to. If you and this person are meant to have a romantic relationship long term, it's just going to happen on its own, okay? You've been through a lot. I see a big cycle ending here for you guys in regards to love and romance. So you now when your next real serious relationship is going to be of a different caliber than what you had in the past, because you've expanded and elevated on a soul level. So I'm not surprised that some of you may be hooking up with the Pisces now, okay? But don't get ahead of yourself. Everything will happen in perfect divine timing, and trust in that. So those are the messages that I have for Aquarius for the second half of February 2017. And, you know, honestly, it looks good for all of you. It looks like a big shift in old energy finally dissipating from your life. These codependent relationships, these unhealthy attachments, these fights, disagreements, hostilities, these relationships that just aren't lining up, like all of it, Aquarius, it's leaving you. It is leaving you, and this is coming in. This energy, this is major arcana, okay? And these are 2 tens. The only other 2 cards that could come out would be the World or the Wheel of Fortune. And I don't feel like the Wheel of Fortune would even apply in this situation. With the World card, I would see that as this energy is just ending. But coming out with the Fool, this cycle has ended, and if you're still stuck in the past, the time moves without you, okay? Like, you can't stop it. It's time for your new beginning. You have cleared this cycle, this energy, whatever it means for you personally, okay? And based on these cards, I feel Aquarius is going to be much happier in love and romance in 2017, those of you who have been really going through it. So that's what I